Okay, here we go. Recording has started. All right, so thank you for everyone who's watching this video. My name is Kara, and I'm introducing Delia Trejo today. She is with ScholarShot. She is an academic manager. And Delia, I would love for you to tell people who are joining this stream what you do exactly. What is an academic manager and how long you've been with ScholarShot?
Of course. So, hi everyone. My name is Dalia Trejo, and I am an academic manager here at ScholarShot. So, we work hands on with students. We provide guidance academically, financially, and socially. We do a little bit of everything, and more than anything, we're here to support first generation students throughout their career.
Now, if you're looking at the bottom, the topic of this is master your scholarship application. So, Dolly has been a part of this process as far as choosing scholars, and the actual ScholarShot application deadline is February the 1st, and so you've got 2-ish weeks left. I mean, the time is closing. And so we really wanted to get some insight from Dahlia on what it is you're looking for. So I guess like overall, starting with the big picture, when you're going through all these applications, what are you looking for in a scholar?
So what we look for in scholars is we want to make sure that they have grit. So we want to make sure that they want this for themselves and that they're going to take advantage of the opportunity and the resources that ScholarShop brings to the table. We want to make sure that these students are needing support and that they're willing to be advised because that's exactly what we're here for, to be of support and advise students to succeed during their years of being in college.
Well, I think that's an important one to point out is willing to accept advice because you work right alongside students for their entire academic career. And how often are you checking in with students and giving that advice?
Yeah, so here at ScholarShop, we do what are called bi-monthly reports. And so students report to us 2 times a month. And as academic managers, we try to respond to every single one of those reports throughout the month. But on top of that, we also provide other meetings that students can kind of just if they ever need a meeting, they don't have to wait for those reports. They can always reach out to us, send us a remind message, send us a email, and we're happy to assist. So really, it's up to the student, but for sure, 2 times a month.
Now, you understand this completely. You were a scholar at one point, correct?
Yes.
And what was that experience like for you?
Being a scholar, it was life changing. If I'm being really honest with you, it I think that a lot of what I really loved about ScholarShop was the academic manager side, and I don't say that because I'm an academic manager now, but I say that because I genuinely, when you're going through college, you don't realize how much support you need, and sometimes you're confused on who to reach out to. And my academic manager at the time always made it clear that I'm here for you, I want to support you, and if you have questions, come to me. And so that meant way more than anything else that came with the program, having that guidance.
Well, and like you said, that support. I mean, if you're having a crummy day, if you do poorly on a test, you all are there.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to the dreaded essay portion, and I say dreaded because it can feel sort of daunting when you're going, how am I going to answer this? Do you have any suggestions that can either help the essay portion stand out or maybe in help writing it? I mean, I'm sure you can remember back to when you wrote the essay. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it really wasn't, I promise. But something that I want to encourage all students to do is to just be honest with all of your essay response. We want to know more about you, who you are. It does not have to be the most perfect essay. It does, I understand that sometimes grammar, that's a thing that sometimes we're very hard on ourselves for. And so we just want to make sure that all students are putting a lot of thought into these essays and kind of showing us where they need the support. Again, we're looking for students that need support, not the most perfect students ever. So that kind of will reflect on the essays when it comes to that part of the section. But again, just show us who you are, show us what your values are, show us, why you like to be a part of our program. That's who we want to find.
And you also, do you need to include any sort of like information as far as FAFSA is concerned or any other documents you need to make sure you're prepared with before you log on? Can you stop and start? Answer a few of those questions.
Yes, so we will need to see your we do accept both students who do TASFA and FAFSA. So if you're submitting your FAFSA, we need to see your summary page. So we need that information. We want to see what your SAI is, so your student aid index. Also, if you're submitting TASFA, we will need you to submit the full application. Now, when starting that ScholarShot application, you are able to pause and save and come back later. So that's really good because I know sometimes it can feel like a lot of information to do all at once. So yes, you can always go ahead and pause and save and come back when you're ready. Come back when you have that information.
How long does it typically take students to fill something like this out?
I would not, if I'm being really honest with you, I would not be able to answer that question exactly. I know that there's a couple of essay questions on there or short response questions. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think that it really varies. But yeah,
So it's really how much detail and insight you're going to put into it to make it your own.
definitely.
Now, and when this comes down to it, you all decide collectively. You're looking at what you need from these students. You mentioned grit. You mentioned the responsiveness to being with an academic advisor or manager. At this point, what are you most excited about when it comes to looking at these applications?
I'm excited about getting to know and meet so many new people. I know sometimes unfortunately, we're not able to bring every single person who we read about or who we interview, but it's genuinely really, really nice to get to be able to see somebody outside of what they are, outside of their school situation, right? We get to see the bigger picture. And so I'm really excited to get to read and get to know and meet so many new students. I know that this can sound a little bit scary when you're going through the process, but just know that it is something that we really look forward to. And we're not trying to scare any student at all. We just, again, want to get to know you more.
Okay, so as you can see, Dahlia is not a scary person.
I promise I'm not.
I love being able to put a face to the name of the organization and to the mission you all are trying to accomplish. You've seen it work for yourself as well as many others. How many students do you have under your advisement right now?
Currently, I do have 50 active students, and so I get to work hands-on with each one of those students. I did have a couple just graduate in the fall semester, and so that's been very, very nice. But yes, I do have 50.
All right, Dahlia, is there anything you want to add before we go?
No, I just want to wish every single applicant good luck. Apply, take advantage of this opportunity. It's amazing what ScholarShot that has done for me, and I know so amazing that I'm now working for ScholarShot, and so I just want to keep making that change that ScholarShot has been in my life to other people's and other students' lives. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a true testament, isn't it? I mean, the fact that you've actually now work there. Okay, so the deadline again, if you missed it, is February the 1st. You can go to scholarshot.org if you have any more questions, or you can drop your question in the comment section below. Dahlia, happy reading. I know that's going to be quite the task for all of you, and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.